Welcome back to Around the Armstrong Table. Today we're going to be cooking some seafood risotto. Enjoy this one. All right, y'all, I'm excited about this one. So let's get this risotto cooking. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut up some shallots, some carrots, and some celery. And what you want to do is you just want to dice those up, a nice finely diced, so try to make them as even as possible. Next, what you want to do is you want to get a nice pot on the back burner, and you're going to add in some chicken broth. And what the chicken broth is going to do, you want to bring that up to a medium simmer as you're cooking the risotto. Because what you're going to do is you're going to ladle this in as you go. Risotto is a slow process, but the slower the process, the better. So now I'm going to get my skillet on the fire, and I'm going to bring that to a medium-high heat with some olive oil, and also we're going to add in a little bit of butter. Okay, so when we add the butter in, we're going to come in with our veggies. And as you can see, we got those nicely diced up, and they're going to go in and we're going to cook them down and so they can sweat a little bit. Okay, on that back burner, as you can see, got the fire ready to go, but the chicken broth, it's not boiling or anything like that. You want to make sure you keep it, like I said, on a medium to low heat. Okay, and keep that at a simmer. So next we add in some salt and pepper to get our veggies to sweat out. Okay, and as you can see, I'm deep into this. I want to make sure that we get all the flavor that we possibly can. We're gonna come in with some garlic paste. Okay, so come on, you know I gotta have garlic in almost everything that I cook, and the garlic is just gonna add that nice garlicky flavor to this dish. Next, we're gonna add the most important part of this dish, which is gonna be our rice. And we're using arborio rice, and what it is, it's a short grain rice, okay, that it takes a different process. So right now what I want to do is I want to toast that rice a little bit, get some of the oil and the butter and some of the aromatics from the veggies and the salt and pepper. I want to get that off the bottom of the pot, okay. And the fun part is going to start when you start ladling in the chicken broth. Next, I added some Italian seasoning. Again, layer on as much flavor as you possibly can. And you just keep that process going. So this is kind of a secret ingredient of mine. A lot of people, when they make risotto, they add wine. I'm gonna go a little bit different and add some sweet vermouth, okay? I always gotta change it up, add in a different ingredient. So that sweet vermouth is gonna add this really nice sweetness. And to me, it complements the seafood when it goes in. So next, start to ladle in the rice. And again, you want to get it to where it starts to almost come up to a little bit of a simmer. And you'll see how the liquid starts to move around a little bit. And this is, like I said, this is a labor of love, and you want to just take your time. Of course, we got to add in some Creole seasoning or some Cajun seasoning. And really, you can eyeball this, add as much as you want. I absolutely love putting Cajun seasoning in anything. Of course, I use that Tony's. So with the Tony's in there, we're gonna come in with our next ladle. And again, the process is all about taking your time as you go through and cook this risotto. Okay, but as you can see, it's gonna start to get creamier and creamier. And of course, I'm gonna add in some heavy cream later on to make sure that the depth of flavor and all of that creaminess comes together. Again, keep ladling, but this is just such a delicious, flavorful dish as we go. Now, one thing you may have noticed, I really haven't added a whole lot of salt in this. I added salt the veggies in the beginning, but I really didn't add it into the rice because you really won't need it. The rice and the actual chicken broth. I didn't get low sodium, I just got regular chicken broth. So it's gonna add the necessary saltiness that we need, okay? And of course, we're gonna add some cheese later too. So let's transition to the seafood. And what we're gonna do, I just bought simple, large size shrimp. I didn't get the jumbo ones. because I'm gonna cut them up and put them directly into the risotto. Add a little bit of Cajun seasoning on top of them, and that's it. Just keep it super, super simple. So as we come back to the rice, we're pretty much done with the liquid, okay? We're gonna pour all of that in, and we're gonna put that liquid aside, but put that pot aside. So now that we let that come back to a quick simmer, and the beauty of when you have the liquid where it's got some heat to it, you don't have to worry about trying to quickly get your pot back up to a boil. It's already there. So now we're gonna add in some smoked sun-dried tomatoes, and I just love the smokiness and the richness that this adds to the dish. Of course, since we're adding seafood in, I'm gonna put in a little bit of lemon zest, and you can put in some lemon juice too, but for me, this doesn't need it. I'm just gonna actually use just the zest of the lemon, and that's all we're gonna need. But put in a good amount. That floral lemon flavor is just gonna really kind of sneak in the background, if you want to say, and it just adds a nice flavor. So now we come in with about a half a cup of heavy cream, and I mean, look at that. It's already at a happy place. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So now we start putting in the seafood, and this is just all coming together. Now the beauty of seafood, you guys know this, okay? It doesn't take long to cook. So once the seafood gets in there, it's just gonna add more flavor to it. I used some claw crab meat in this one. I didn't do jumbo lump, okay? And I like the claw because it's kind of crumbled up a little bit, and it just adds to me, still has that more of that seafood flavor than the jumbo lump. Now you know I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese to this, and you gotta make sure you shred it fresh, get it all in there. And you can never have too much cheese in risotto. So you will see me add more cheese as this continues to go. I'm gonna add a little bit of fresh parsley in here, and this risotto is at the finish line of being done. I'm just gonna let it simmer for just a little bit longer. But let me show y'all. Just look at the creaminess. Take a minute, take a snapshot, pause your TV. I mean, it's right on point. So guys, you know what time it is now. We gotta go ahead and get this dish plated up and get it ready for everybody. But the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little bit of a taste just to make sure that I'm right on my salt effect, if you want to say. But no, it's right. You saw my face. Add a little bit more cheese. I don't have any words. I have no words to say because it's right. My wife loves this dish. My daughter likes this dish. As a matter of fact, this is actually the first time we got my daughter to eat shrimp. This was the only way I was able to get her to do it, and she absolutely loved it. So, just telling you, you can get your kids to eat it. You can't go wrong. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna plate this bad boy up, and I'm telling you, it's on point. Please take the chance, like and subscribe. I need to get more consistent at putting videos out, and I hope you guys love the food that I'm cooking, but I will be putting out more videos on a consistent basis. Appreciate the people that have stuck with me throughout this process, and I'm really enjoying it. But this is just one of those dishes that it's a crowd pleaser, and whoever you're making it for, just enjoy it. It's so good. I don't need to say anything else. Hey y'all, have a good one. Thank you for watching.